Hey traders, and welcome to Haniva Trade Academy. Let's start with the inside bar hunting setup tutorial. It's an easy and profitable setup for trading. If you execute this setup completely and correctly, you don't need any other methods to be profitable. You can use it both as a setup and as an entry trigger. I'll teach you everything that is required. Finally, at the end of the video, I will tell you some helpful things to personalize this setup for yourself and use it efficiently. So guys, if you find the content of this channel interesting and informative, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to show your support. See you after the disclaimer. What is an inside bar and a mother bar? An inside bar is a two-bar pattern, where a bar is inside the total price action of the previous bar. In other words, the inside bar has a higher low and lower high than the previous bar. When this happens, the previous bar is known as the mother bar. It doesn't matter where this pattern is formed on the chart. As you can see in the picture, this pattern can be used at the beginning, inside the trend, at the end, and in the range market. There are many setups for the inside bar pattern, but the setup I'm teaching you is abundant in the market, and it's also an easy and profitable setup. In this setup, I use inside bar hunting. Next, I will explain the setup steps. 1. Wait for the inside candle to close, to make sure that this pattern is formed. 2. Draw two horizontal lines from the high and low of the inside bar in the main time frame. 3. Go to the trigger time frame. The trigger time frame is 2 time frames lower than the main time frame, and you can also find the trigger time frame of each structure time frame from the picture. For example, when the main time frame is 4 hours, the trigger time frame is 15 minutes. Therefore, we find the inside bar pattern at 4 hours. Then go to the 15-minute time frame and find some signs to enter. The important reasons for going to trigger time frame are optimizing the entry point and risk-reward ratio. I will explain all the reasons for using multi-time frame analysis in the upcoming episodes. Pay attention. The 30-minute time frame is not used in this style. The main time frame is the time frame in which you can see this pattern. 4. Wait until one of these levels is hunted. Then, wait for the entry trigger. You can choose any entry triggers such as indicators and drawing triggers. One of my entry triggers is the trigger line, which is a drawing trigger. A trigger line is a trend line that is drawn in the trigger time frame as a sign to enter. I will fully explain how to draw the trigger line accurately in the upcoming videos. 5. If your entry trigger is activated, enter the trade in the opposite direction. For example, when we intend to enter with a trigger line, we enter immediately if the trigger line is broken in the trigger time frame. 6. Set the stop loss and take profit orders based on your chosen method. You can set your stop loss and target in any way you want. You should be careful. Whichever method you choose, you must set stop loss and target in all your trades for this setup with the same process, because then the probability of your success will be higher. Set the stop loss order below the last valley or above the last peak before the trigger line is broken. Do not set the stop loss on the tip of the valley or peak. Rather, you should place slightly more than the spread away from the peak or valley. For this setup, I suggest 3 methods to determine the target. Risk-reward ratio 1:1 for TP1, 1:2 for TP2, and 1:3 for TP3. The first target is the size of the inside candle, and the second is the size of the mother candle. You can also set a third target equal to the sum of the inside and mother candle sizes. The method I use myself, and I will explain in detail about it in the next videos. I'm going to explain my stop loss and targeting method later. 7. Customize the setup and be profitable. To achieve the desired result in investment, with each setup and method, you should backtest at least 100 times. Next forward test at least 100 times in a demo account, and then check the results. Based on the results, your personality, the amount of time you can spend trading, and your risk tolerance determine your trading system. The trading system includes your strategy, setups, the entry trigger, stop loss and targeting method, and everything you must follow to succeed. Let's learn with an example. In the picture, I have considered a leg and specified all the inside bar patterns of that. In order of number, I show how to take a position in the trigger timeframe and the risk-reward ratio of each trade. In the first pattern, I entered with the neckline breakout. The risk-reward ratio is 3.9, and I got all three mentioned targets. In the second pattern, as is clear, the trigger line was not broken, so I did not take a position. In the third pattern, I entered with the breakout of the trigger line and had a risk-reward ratio of 3.6. I got all three mentioned targets like the first pattern. I used the trigger line breakout for the fourth pattern and only got the first target. I explain the fifth pattern with a video. First, I should mark the high and low of the inside candle with two horizontal lines. Then, I go to the trigger time frame and wait for one of these lines to be hunted. When one of these lines is hunted, I draw the trigger line and wait until it's broken. Then I enter the position. In this pattern, I took target 5 and reached all three targets. In the sixth picture, I entered with the breakout of the trigger line and took the risk reward of 6. I had reached all three targets. The trigger line was not broken in the seventh pattern, so I did not take a position. For the eighth pattern, the neckline break in the double divergence was used, and I took the target of 1.7, so I only got the first target. The results of the trades can be seen in the table. Note that this setup will not always be profitable, but we can have a profitable statement by having a trading system. Helpful tips. According to the following tips, increase the probability of winning in this setup. The length of the mother candle. If the length of this candle is longer than the standard, it increases the likelihood of success. Hunting candle. It is better not to close above the inside bar or the mother bar. The duration of the inside bar hunt. It is better to hunt the inside bar candle until the next two candles. Otherwise, we will not pay attention to it being hunted anymore. The second time inside bar hunt. In the future, when the price returns to the inside bar again, the unhunted level of the inside bar is still worth trading, and we can trade when it is being hunted. The mother bar should not be inside bar. The mother candle itself shouldn't be inside the previous candle. Stop loss and targeting system. Using the stop loss and target system that we use, this system will be taught in the future. Note that you can be profitable with the setup if you don't follow the mentioned items. These things increase the probability of success and reduce the number of trading positions. That's it, traders. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and useful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on our latest videos. We value your feedback and suggestions. So please leave your comments below and let us know what topic you'd like us to cover in our future videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next episode.